game away. How's that feel for you?
Oh, it's awesome, man. The guys have been great for the last month or so I'm glad to finally get off the mark.
That's seven games unbeaten now for the team. Really putting it together in this stretch. Pulled back into the playoff positions. How does that feel?
It's amazing. It's amazing. As I said, the guys have been working extremely hard. They've been putting all the hard work in. So I'm happy that we're finally hitting that stride at the right time of the season.
You were here last season when things weren't so rosy. How does it feel now when the picture's a little better?
Great. It's a great feeling to be fighting for that playoff spot. And as I said, I just hope the guys continue to work hard and put in the right effort forward.
Can you put your finger on any 1, 2, 3 things that have changed in the last few months? I know it's rosters and spots have changed, but we know you guys work hard every day you're out here. So yeah, the hard work, but now the hard work's paying off. What changed?
I think it's just the positivity, a lot of positivity. As I said before as well, the freedom we're playing with, the guys are happy and we're enjoying the soccer. So I think the results come with enjoying it.
You've mentioned that freedom before. A couple other guys have mentioned that freedom in other interviews. How does that actually translate on the pitch? What does it mean to play with freedom to you?
Because then you get to do stuff you would do in training. You would try stuff. It's a flick or it's a shot from distance. Because if you play with pressure, you're not gonna want to do those stuff. So I think with freedom, you can play free and do as you should.
In the last 5 games here, the last push to the playoffs, what's most important to the team?
I think just keep it going, keep the positivity, keep the energy high, and then we go out there and get the results in every game we can.
Does the season, when you're fighting for that playoff spot, you're trying to get above the line, the season probably feels really short. Now that you're there, the season's probably going to feel really long in the last few games. Do you think so? To maintain it?
I think it still stays short, but it's going to come quick. It's going to come quick, and I hope that, as I said, the guys just put in what we have to put in for the rest of the season. Go out and finish strong.
Marlon, first goal of the season for you out there to take the lead in the first half. How's that feel?
It feels good, man. It's been a long time coming. Something that we've been working on, just trying to get extra numbers in the box. Our fullbacks, our wingers have been doing a really good job of getting crosses into the box, and Momo's there every time. And an initiative that we put on the midfield group is trying to contribute into goals and assists. And everything matters now. Last 2 games left in the season, we're trying everything to make a push. And credit to the guys. 10 players for 30, 40 plus minutes is a huge shift, and I'm so proud of this group tonight.
You mentioned just trying to get those extra numbers in the box and putting a little bit of an extra onus on the midfield to do that. How do you translate on the pitch? It's great to say in practice. What does that look like?
Yeah, I think over the last few months, our balance has been really good from back to front. Not only just getting numbers in the box, but numbers and outside the box for second balls, and just being able to keep it wave after wave, of pressure on teams has been huge for us. And credit to our front guys, but also our back 6 and our goalie, man, it's been huge. I don't know how many clean sheets that is in a row, man, but it's been a huge turnaround, over the last few months, and we're not done yet.
There's a lot of times where you can work hard and you don't see the results, but you guys are putting in the work and now seeing the results. You're in a playoff spot. This is, you're right in it.
Right.
And I hate how do you feel, but how does that feel to know that the hard work is paying off?
It feels good, man. I can't credit the guys enough, to have our season in our control right now, and to be playing a man down in front of our fans. Our fans were our 12th man tonight. We needed them for 90 plus minutes, and we went down a man. It didn't get quiet in here for 1 minute, and they gave us the extra push that we needed. And it doesn't go unnoticed at all, and we're going to continue to need them for the rest of the season. But like I said, we envisioned this when we started the season with the group of guys that we have here, the guys that we've added while guys were going on international duty. Our academy guys have stepped up, so it's been a collective effort, and we're not done yet. We're not done yet.
You said that a couple of times. We've also heard a lot about playing with freedom, playing with focus. How do you keep all that going through the last 5 games to just make that final push in the playoffs?
It's been fun, man. Over the course of the season, it was a rocky start for us in the beginning, but we never wavered. Our confidence never dropped. On the outside, people, the fans, rightly so, might have questioned us, but we knew what we had in this locker room. We have a great group of guys. We're well coached. The staff has been tremendous, and we never gave up on each other, and we haven't given up on ourselves. And now things are starting to click and come together. And it's not how you start, but how you finish. And hopefully we can continue to go throughout the season. And like I said, we're going to meet the fans for the rest of the season.
Do you feel like that freedom starts from the top, starts with Brendan?
Oh, 100%. That's been his message, over the last 3-4 months, just playing fun, finding that freedom again. And you can see it on the field. Guys are, not scared of making mistakes because they know their teammate is behind them and going to try to win the ball back. And, our attackers are doing a great job and just expressing themselves and, higher up the pitch. And our defenders are defending really well. And when you got a goalie like Renan in goal, it gives you an extra bit of confidence, that we won't concede, easily. And like I said, man, it's been fun. I'm kind of short of words right now because I'm so proud of the group, for the effort that we put in tonight. And history is in front of us, and we plan on making it.
I'm gonna ask you to find a few more because just listening to you talk, that's gotta feel like such a weight off your shoulders. Not talking playoffs, but to feel like you're having fun.
Yeah.
Like this is what you love to do.
Right.
So is that a weight off your shoulders to know you're having fun doing this?
Yeah, that definitely helps us. Every game we just want to continue to go out and express ourselves as much as possible. And when you're scoring goals, it's fun. When you're getting clean sheets, it's even funner. And, knowing that if we're not scoring, that we won't lose a game. And here at home, we turn this place into a fortress, and it's tougher teams to come here and steal points off us. So we want to keep this momentum going, and we know we got a tough game in Tampa next weekend on the road, another playoff type atmosphere, and so we're going to need guys to recover the next few days, and we go again next week.
Get it started. Hey, we're standing here with a big smile on your face. It's been
absolutely
getting above that line, getting above that line.
Yep. I know. We're on the line. And who would have thought? Based on the way our season was going, just even 2 months ago, and we're just on fire. We're finding new ways to win. And that's a special feeling. That's not something you get every year.
The guys have said a lot about feeling like they're having fun and they're playing with freedom and saying that it's starting, giving the credit to you, that it starts with you. But then to reflect it back on them, what's it been like watching them find some joy in playing?
Yeah, I can't put those hard yards in. That's them. These guys are, we say, fun, free, and focused, and they've been that ever since we started saying that. It's amazing what a little catchphrase can do, but fun, free, and focused. We keep saying it, and the guys are just pouring their souls out into these performances right now.
Was it 2 months ago you started saying that?
Yeah, it was.
Really? Yeah.
Actually, it was right when we started saying that. We've barely lost a game since then. Yeah. So, some things resonate. Yeah.
Pre-game, you talked about you feel like Oakland was really going to put pressure on you. Do you need to control that space in front of the center backs? First half, it looked like you won that battle. What was your feeling there?
Yeah, I felt in control of the game in the first half. I felt like we were on top of the game. I felt like we should have scored a second goal. Mo was unlucky, hit the post, but we were generating chances, which is always a good sign of how the game's flowing. And, we said coming out of halftime, we have to get on top of the game, and then it all went haywire, but we still found a way. So
after the red card, it still felt like you still had some control of the game. Oakland was really struggling to kind of exert themselves. What did that look like for the guys to be able to maintain control despite being down there?
It looked like to me they didn't know what to do when they went a man up, and we knew exactly what to do to shut the game down. That's what it looked like on the sideline. To get the second goal was a huge relief, but not expected at all. So great for Kyle, first of the season, I think.
2 goals from unusual sources, both Marlon and Kyle, first goals of the season. How important is it to find those goals from other sources when, for a while now, Momo has been the primary provider?
Oh, it's vital. We rely on Michi and Mo for everything, really. If we're being honest, those guys score all our goals. So to get it from somewhere else is such a huge boost. It gives everyone else energy. And I feel bad for Marlon. He had to come out of the game, but he's been playing at a really high level the last couple of weeks. So hopefully that's a quick turnaround for him.
Marlon had to come out. I think Beverly had to come out in the second half. How are those guys doing?
Bev's going to be fine. Marley, I don't know. I'm going to have to ask the docs when I get inside.
Also, Renan didn't have a whole lot to do that game, but came up big with a save and stoppage time in the second half. 4 clean sheets in a row now, by far the longest stretch in club history.
I mean, he's got to be the best goalkeeper that's played in USL. I can't think of another one. I really can't. Even a young one coming through to MLS with the level he's played at and his level of professionalism and just technique and size, and he has everything. Intelligence, he has everything, which is why he's played in Champions League.
One more question, just beyond soccer. You know, you've talked about envisioning this, what's happening, but also seeing you out there with your family, like that. I mean, bigger than that, right? Is that what you envisioned? Getting to have them here, being in New England.
Everywhere we go. On our refrigerator at home, there's a picture of me and Carly and the kids with the U.S. Open Cup trophy. That's what I want to bring here. I want to bring that energy, that feeling of huge accomplishment. I want to bring that to Hartford, and it's growing.
Thank you.
Huge accomplishment. You mentioned that 7 games unbeaten now. Feels like the team is kind of peaking at the right time. How do you keep this going over the finish line for the last 5 games?
Once you get it to this point, it kind of runs itself. Tampa's going to be a difficult task. They're a top team. We're going to be missing a few guys, obviously. It's hard to describe, but once you fight and scratch and claw and get a team to have an identity, it runs itself from there. So I feel like this team is in cruise control. Even if we lose in Tampa, this team is in cruise control and we should make the playoffs.